Jackie, you live in Elvington. What's the reaction been to what went on Remembrance Day over there?
Well, it was a really lovely gesture from the pub itself, and the landlords have been absolutely superb since they moved here. I mean, it's just absolutely, I just can't believe it. I really can't believe it that these people, and these poor people that work for them as well, one person, presumably, that's reported.
I mean, some people would say it was because they weren't in line with the coronavirus rules, of course.
I do get that,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean, to a certain extent. I mean, this is Remembrance Day. I mean, we're trying to teach the population and the generations to remember. Do you know what I mean? We didn't have our parade this year, which we normally do. I just don't see what the harm was. I mean, they really were just trying to be kind.
Now YorkMix is with Danny Lockwood. Danny's a local. Danny, you were actually there on Sunday. Can you describe how close were people getting them? What was happening?
No, it was... it's always a big deal in Elvington is Remembrance Sunday, and so a lot of people like myself, we've got a memorial plaque on the house next to the pub. There's the Free French Memorial up the village. A lot of people like me, just in ones and twos, family groups, just walked up there for 11 o'clock to kind of pay our respects. Joe and Nigel, who came here in the summer, you know, under tough circumstances anyway, for to be new landlord and landlady, they just put out some tiny tots of whiskey on the end of the benches, and their own, and it wasn't pub stock even, it was their own things, some little glasses of wine if people wanted to just raise a glass to the fallen. And so all they were trying to do was just add to the kind of the community spirit that they've really engendered since they visited us, and it was just a token gesture that people took in that regard. I had my little tot of whiskey, you know, exchanged greetings with a couple of people, went home.
And you'd say most people were actually on the public highway as well, were they?
I didn't see anybody on the pub property at all, no. I think that I would call it the police or whomever using a sledgehammer to smash a walnut.
I can see the fact that maybe, you know, from the COVID point of view, do you know what I mean? I understand that completely. But this this is just ridiculous. I mean, it really is. I mean, do you know what I mean? It actually makes you feel as if you're being watched all the time. It's like Big Brother, do you know what I mean? And I think it's about time, you know, people kind of looked at situations like that for what they are, rather than for being nosy and trying to cause trouble, people losing their jobs.